Albert Einstein believed something was missing from reality, not a formula, not a particle, a structure. Near the end of his life, he became obsessed with a question he could not answer. What's unsettling is that this question had already been explored long before modern science existed, and almost no one talks about it. Most people think Einstein's work ended with relativity, but near the end of his life, Einstein became deeply dissatisfied with physics itself. Relativity explained gravity, quantum mechanics explained particles, yet something felt incomplete. Reality was being described in fragments, separate forces, separate rules, separate domains. Einstein believed this separation was artificial. He was convinced that space, time, matter, and energy were not different things, but expressions of a single underlying field. This belief drove his search for a unified field theory, a theory that would reveal reality as one coherent structure. He worked on it for decades, almost alone, ignoring trends, ignoring criticism. He never completed it. But the question he was asking was far older than modern science. Centuries before modern physics, a body of ideas attributed to Hermes Trismegistus described reality in a radically different way. Not as a machine built from parts, but as a unified process expressed through patterns. These ideas later became known as the Hermetic principles. They were not scientific laws. They made no predictions. They offered no experiments. What they offered was a framework, a way of thinking about reality as interconnected rather than fragmented. They asked a different kind of question. What if separation is not fundamental, but perceptual? And what makes these ideas interesting today is how closely they mirror the problems modern physics still struggles with. Einstein's greatest discomfort was not with mathematics, it was with randomness. Quantum mechanics suggested that at the smallest scale, reality behaves probabilistically. Particles exist as possibilities, not certainties. Einstein rejected this. He famously said, "God does not play dice with the universe." What he meant was simple. A universe without underlying order was unacceptable to him. Quantum theory worked, but its interpretation troubled him. If observation played a role in determining outcomes, then reality was no longer fully objective. Einstein stood between two worlds, classical certainty and quantum uncertainty, and he never crossed that bridge. This tension isn't just scientific, it's deeply human. We want the universe to make sense. We want reality to be stable, predictable, objective. But our lived experience tells a different story. Two people can witness the same event and experience completely different realities. Meaning shifts, certainty dissolves. At a personal level, this feels unsettling. At a cosmic level, it feels terrifying. Because if reality is not fully independent of perception, then understanding the universe means understanding ourselves. And this is where ancient philosophy and modern physics begin to circle the same problem. The first Hermetic principle is often summarized as, the universe is mental. Taken literally, this sounds mystical, but its core idea is more precise than it appears. In quantum physics, particles do not exist in definite states until they are measured. Before observation, they are described only by probability waves. This is known as the measurement problem. Reality behaves as if observation is not passive. Hermetic philosophy did not claim the mind creates matter. It suggested that experience cannot be separated from awareness. Modern physics still has no agreed explanation for why observation matters. Einstein resisted this idea, yet the problem remains unresolved. Another Hermetic principle states, nothing rests, everything moves. Modern physics agrees. Particles are not solid objects. They are excitations within underlying fields. Matter is not a thing. It is a process. Einstein's equation E = mc2 revealed that mass and energy are interchangeable, two descriptions of the same underlying reality. Hermetic language spoke of vibration. Physics speaks of frequency, resonance, and fields. Different words, the same structural intuition. As above, so below. Once treated as poetry, this idea now appears throughout nature. Fractals emerge in galaxies, coastlines, blood vessels, and neural networks, simple patterns repeating across scale. Some physicists propose that the universe may behave like a hologram, where each part contains information about the whole. Hermetic philosophy did not describe mechanisms. It described relationships, and those relationships continue to appear. Modern physics can predict outcomes with astonishing accuracy, but it cannot explain why experience exists at all. Equations describe behavior. They do not explain awareness. This is known as the hard problem of consciousness. Hermes did not provide answers. He framed questions. Einstein sought unity through mathematics. Hermetic thought sought unity through meaning. Neither was complete. And perhaps that is the point. Some questions are not solved. They are approached. Perhaps the universe is not something you observe from the outside. Perhaps it is something you participate in. Einstein searched for a unified equation. Hermes described a unified perspective. And somewhere between the two, the structure of reality may still be waiting. If this way of seeing reality resonates with you, there are more layers worth exploring. Drop your comments below and enlighten the path of this journey.